Welcome back, I'm Tedward, and today you've joined us in Tennessee with a 1999 Porsche 911, a 996 Carrera 4. Not a GT3, but this thing is absolutely doing the job, the first of the water-cooleds, and we're here to drive Cherohala Skyway and the tail of the dragon. So this is the ultimate car guy road trip. We've driven about 1,000 miles just to drive this road, which is exactly what a real car guy does. You drive to drive. So we've got all-wheel drive. We're gonna see how this handles some fun back roads. We've got a 225 up front, a 265 in the rear, and because we were driving in some mixed climate on the way down, we do have a Pilot Sport All Season 4. Curious to see if they're barking loud or if they're just a tame, good all-rounder. Now this car is about 110, 111,000 miles. Maddox, our friend here, who's the owner, he's just fitted these with these Recaro pole positions with the tartan inserts. These are incredibly comfortable. We've spent many hours in this car with a lot of our stuff, and we know it makes a great highway cruiser. Now we're gonna find out how she handles on some back roads for some proper drive therapy. We've got a 6-speed manual gearbox. We've got the ugly 996 interior, but I promise it does not matter when you start going. All right, we're getting a little bit of a overheat warning on the blinking at me.
Oh, the blinking?
Yeah.
It's a sensitive sensor that has to do with the coolant level, but that should go away.
All right, once we get moving, we'll be fine. We're working with just under 300 horsepower, which is plenty. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does the job. Gonna be nice and easy past some casual bystanders in their Solara. And remember, we don't want to be crossing double yellows. Feel that front end get just a little light on throttle as you transfer away, but it still tucks in beautifully. And I'm treating this car as if I need it to get me home, because I do. We need this to get us back to Boston. So while we can certainly beat on it a little bit, there's no reason to be like bringing it out full-blown redline to redline. It's getting the job done in that juicy mid-range. Oh man, and this road is wide enough that you can still track in and track out. I don't really need to use the brakes very much because we're not going that fast and I'm not attacking the corners, but I do feel nice to be able to like kind of settle that nose in on the entry, just so I know for myself that I'm not going to run into any understeer that I'm unfamiliar with in this car. Also, it's a good reminder that the brakes are there. Make sure there's no exiting traffic up here. Looking good. This really does feel like Angeles Crest, just without like rocks and desert.
Right? Just sweeper after sweeper, nice transitions.
Imagine if this was your commute to work. I would take a shitty job just to go to work on this road. Just kidding. This is my job. Gotta say, I'm really digging these tires. I mean, they're just an all-season Michelin, but they're not giving up the ghost. They're not loud. I mean, we're not pushing that hard, but they aren't loud. I get so much communication through this wheel. You can already see the comments that this is the ugliest wheel Porsche has ever made, and you might be correct, but I promise you don't care when you're holding it, because while you're sitting there watching this video staring at it, I'm not looking at it at all. And on the highway, it's nice to have this like center bottom thing actually to hang on to. I'm just blown away by the torque of this 3.4. I mean, we're climbing. I'm in fourth. I'm still able to kind of hang on to this. Now, I'm not like going to go wide open here, but I can feed it throttle and it's going to hang on to it. Keep us at reasonable temps and keep air flowing over this water-cooled 911 flat 6. All the goods. It's beautiful out here. We are climbing. Love that sign. So we know that this is an enthusiast playground, okay? But what we don't know is how wise the enthusiasts at the playground are. We need to be prepared for someone to be crossing double yellows, either intentionally or accidentally. And we definitely need to be prepared for a motorcycle. But there's a bit of trust that goes into it where you just kind of hope for the best. And I know that doesn't sound great, but it's what we do every day when we play on roads like this. You know, you drive Angeles Crest, you know that things can happen and things do happen. But that's why we don't go all out. That's why we don't treat this like a racetrack. We just treat it like a beautiful road. Wow. Gotta say, I was expecting to be a little more in a fight with these tires, and I'm not. I really feel like this is appropriate. Service changes on bridges like this are a good idea to just, you know, unless you know it really well, take your time with it. God, I love a 911. You can really feel how the car pivots on and off throttle, and you can adjust it so quickly. You know, a lot of people are very intimidated by a rear engine, and it should be respected, but it shouldn't be feared. Very aware of how hard those rocks are. And when you see a sign that says like 25 miles per hour on a road that you've been doing 80 on, sometimes it's best to just respect the sign a little bit. A little shitty on the road surface here, take it easy. We don't want to bounce off. I mean, I'm getting really no sense that this is an all-wheel drive car. I know it's a viscous coupling and it's going to send, you know, maybe 10 to 15% to the front in this sort of scenario at best. And when it senses slip from the rear, it'll start to close it up a little bit. But, you know, I don't think we're anywhere near that. And if we got to that point, we're probably shooting ourselves off the road anyway, so. North Carolina state line. We've just changed states in one video. That's the good stuff. And you hear that? That's the sound of a service change, because I think North Carolina might have a little more money for roads.
Possibly.
That's about where it starts to get, you know, you start to feel that weight transfer, you start to feel the edge of grip, and, you know, it's good to know that your tires aren't going to bark mad at you. These are fairly quiet, so you're not going to get a big audible warning, I don't think, from these to let you know that you're on your way out. All right, I think we'll call it here for now, and I will see you at the tail of the dragon. This is a terrifying spot to do this. We just got to commit to that in case someone like me comes around the bend. That's why you always slow down when you're approaching a spot like this, because you just never know what's going on. Man, this is gorgeous. All right, Maddox, take the wheel.
What a time.
Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to respect the drive, and I'll see you in the next one. It might be in a couple days on the channel, but I'm going to go film this next one like right now. This is a great way to kind of show how you can respectfully drive some fun roads. I mean, we don't need to be tire squealing. We've got a construction sign ahead to let us know there's a bump. Definitely appreciated. I would imagine there's always going to be some road work in these types of places. We're working with just under 300 horsepower, which is plenty. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does the job.